Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. With EdTech, we're looking at a lot of disruptive technologies at the Pakistan EdTech Summit. We're going to be listening to a case study from Kids Loop. You heard a speaker from them yesterday, well, David. And today we're going to visually see what Kids Loop is all about. We've got Mr. Zuhair Ahmed here from Kids Loop. So, Zuhair, over to you.
Thank you so much. I first would like to thank the CXO Global Forum for bringing us here. Obviously, it's a huge opportunity to portray our portal here. And as yesterday, Mr. David had given a quite good brief on what Kids Loop is. So today, what we're going to do is I'm just going to present how the Kids Loop portal looks like, what are the key features that we have, and what is our basic USP. So now when we talk about education, the basic aspect of education in technology uh, has a lot of differences in terms of using different kind of softwares and portals and platforms. And we at Kids Loop, we have only, not only do we have three types of, digitalization of curriculum, but we also have the combination of a CMS and an LMS, which basically in Pakistan means learning management system and class management system. So we've got both of the systems. Now, if the audience can see, this is our landing page, or you can say the home page as soon as you log into the Kids Loop portal. And you can see that there's a live class that is set up already. There's a schedule for the next 14 days that is there. Now, any kind of lesson plan that you want to search out, you can always go on to try a lesson plan. And right beneath it, you can see that there's a section for assessments. And then there's a section for statistics, which has how many live classes you've done, offline classes, and homework. So now let's go into the content library, where the magic happens. So this is our content library. Now in the organization content right here, you can see that this is where we digitalize your curriculum. Now I just need to add a point here that we're not here to tell you how to teach, and we're not here to tell you how you're going to, teach in the classroom. But what we're here to do is give you the tools for teaching and how you can teach online and offline as well. So we've got both of the options here. So this is the organization content right here. Now on this, if you go on the NAMO content, now this is one of our international content that is pre-made and pre-developed already for the schools here that they can use. Now you can see that the NAMO content is all over here. And we've got more than 5,000 templates that you can, lesson plans that you can easily use and, present it to your school. Now, we go back to the organization content where we are going to, where we actually digitalize the content or the curriculum. So as soon as we come to this organization content where we develop it, we've got two options now here. The number one option is the H5P, which is a plugin that creates interactive activities. Now, again, Kids Loop, we work on three main aspects. The number one is the curriculum digitalization. The number two is creating interactive activities through your curriculum. So let's say you're using a curriculum from Oxford, you're using a curriculum from Nielsen, you're using any kind of curriculum, or maybe your own developed curriculum. We're just going to digitalize it and then get it interactive for you. So this is one of the elements that we have, which is the H5P. And under the H5P, we've got 50 templates, over 50 templates that actually can make your curriculum interactive. Now, the non-H5P means that the kind of systems we're using in Pakistan right now, that you can just upload a PDF or a JPEG file, and then you can present it. So that's that. So I'm just going to go over a couple of H5Ps here. So the number one H5P we have is the course presentation, one of the very famous ones. And as you can see that it has a course presentation. Now, usually what happens is that a lot of teachers, they have this PPTs, presentations, and they're, they want to present it in class, so they can actually use this course presentation. And not only they can use it, but it has information, which is the data information here. So you've got all kind of data about cloudberries. Now, let's say, for example, you're teaching cloudberries. So you can have that data right here. As soon as you click on task 1, you can see that there is a questionnaire. Now, in the class, in the live class, you can use this questionnaire. Now, let's say I want to click on pale red. So it gives me a wrong answer. Let's say we want to go on India, it gives me a wrong answer. I'm giving very wrong answers here. The Rose family, and it's right. So as soon as you do this activity, the interactive activity, you're going to get the score, and then you can retry, you can see the solutions as well. Now, moving on, we've got the fill in the blanks as well that you can use. We've got some text information that you can use. You can also integrate a video from YouTube that usually teachers do while teaching a lesson. And then you can keep on using this course presentation interactive activity in your live or offline classes. Now, the other one that I want to highlight here is the drag and drop, which is another famous plugin that our schools are using. So let's say you're having an activity on fruits and vegetables, and you want the kids to select the right answer. So you can just click, drag and drop it on the images. So I'm just going to drag and drop it onto the right ones and make some wrong. And right here, you can go check on them. So you're going to see that how many answers you got right, how many answers you got wrong, and then you can retry and go back again, and it'll come back at the same time. Then we have this image hotspot, which is another famous one, where you can you have these pointers, these hotspot points, and as soon as you click on these points, you can see that there is information about blackberries that come in, and you can have a lot of kind of information regarding this. And then you can also have this video integrated into it. You can have blackberries information, extra information onto it, and then you can also have other things onto the video and the text. So this is the image hotspots. And then we've got the image sequencing. Now, usually what happens is that because a lot of times we want the kids to remember and have, a good memory. So we have this kind of an activity that we use online, which is called the image sequencing. So let's say you want the students to, put it in the right sequence and say that, okay, so this is the right sequence, and you can go check the solutions. Now, obviously, I've got all of them wrong, but you're going to keep on trying and try to make it better for yourself, and you can check the results again and again. I've just got one right. So these are the main H5Ps, mainly that are being used in schools by our clients. And also you've got many other plugins just like these that you can use in order to create your interactive lessons. Now, let's go on to the scheduling. Now here, you can schedule a class. Obviously, every other portal or online systems that you have, you've got a calendar and you can create classes. But in Kids Loop, we've got 4 options for you to create. So, I was talking about going online and offline. So these are the options that you can use. So we've got 4 kind of options now: study, class, live, and task. Now, study, we actually, we refrain from the word of saying homework. So study is basically in terms of homework. That's what we use in terms for homework. Then we've got the class, which is in class. So you can have a projector in your school, in your classroom, physically, and you can have this live in class as well, and you can do that lesson there as well. Then you can go on a live class, which is a Zoom-like class that we're just doing right now. So you can have that, and then there's a task that you can give to your teachers. So you can talk about that. Okay, we're going to be making a lesson plan, or we're going to be doing any lesson planning. So that's that. And then you can put in the lesson name, you can put in the date and the time, you can add in classes, you can add participants. So the lesson plans that we were talking right here, that we create for you and we digitalize it for you, they're all right here in the organization content library. Now, these are some of the contents that we have created so far for schools, and we're still creating them. So as soon as you go on the scheduling here, you're just going to go and select one of the lesson plans that you created, and then just add in right into this section. On the left now, when we go towards the LMS system, which is the learning management system, we've got organizations tab, we've got the users. You can have your organization, you can have users. In terms of different kind of users that you can have, then you can have roles. So you can have a teacher role, you can have an admin role, you can have a school admin role, you can have a coordinator role, and even you can have a principal role into this portal system of ours. Then you can, if you've got a chain of schools that you need to add into these to this portal, you can have a chain of schools that you can add in. You can have programs, different kind of programs like ESL. You can have a French program. You can have an Arabic program, which we already are running in Pakistan. Then you can have your classes added in. You can have your subjects. You can have different kind of grades from grade 1 to grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, all the way up to grade 12. Then we've got the age ranges where we can add in some ages. So let's say you want to have a specific lesson plan onto a specific age group, you can add that in. And then this is what we talk about when we talk about data collection, is the analytics and reports. Now, whenever we create an online digital content or a curriculum for the school, we always, you can see usually that there is these LOs, which is the learning outcomes. So now we've got the LOs right here, which is the learning outcomes. You can select the teacher, you can go into the class, you can, select the lesson plan, and then you can straightly get the reports of what kind of a student is doing what kind of achievements. Uh, Also in the assessments tab, as soon as you go here, you can create the learning outcomes yourself. So these are all learning outcomes that you can create. And as soon as you go on the learning outcome, you can create your own learning outcomes here and then attach it right into the content library again into a lesson material. Now I'm just going to go through just a small little demo of how the content is created and what materials do you need to in order to do that. So we only need your curriculum, your whatever you're following in your school, and we would just digitalize it and then put it into these activities and present it for your class. So I'm just going to present one small little lesson plan from the international lessons that we have. So let's say you're working on a poem with kids, and it's called Head, Knees, and Shoulders. Now that's a very famous poem that teachers use usually in their class. So we've already have that video for you. You can just jump into this live course and lesson plan, and you can start presenting it to your students. On the left hand side, you can see that we've got options again that I've been showing you, which include the language, the literacy, the vocabulary, the oral language, and then you've got this video that is already integrated there that you can play in your live class or in class, and you can also give it as an assignment. So, these are the key features that we have in the Kids Loop portal. And what we're offering to schools right now is that, as the pandemic has hit us, not once, not twice, not thrice, but we don't know what the situation is going to be in the next coming years. Also, because the education technology is now changing towards these kind of platforms that we have. And let me also add here that Kids Loop Pakistan is the only portal in Pakistan that provides all of these aspects. There's no I mean I can assure you that there's no other education platforms that are they are working, but they're not giving in these kind of features to schools that where you can digitalize their curriculum, you can have data and analytics, you can have assessments and all these kind of things. So yeah, so that's our portal. Now, also I'd like to add in while I'm here is we've got other aspects as well. We also work on converting your technology or your database and integrate it with your systems as well. So we also do that. We have integrations with our portal and your portal as well. So we do those. We're also working on some homeschooling. We're also creating teachers trainings for schools, for teachers. And so these are some options that Kids Loop is offering for the schools, for students, for teachers, and we're very much sure that in the coming year we've got a lot of other clients of ours, and they will be looking into this option of going with Kids Loop Pakistan. So I think that's from our side, and it's over to you.
Right, Zohair, thank you very much for your time. It's a lovely presentation, and we appreciate it. There is a question from one of the audience members, and she's asked, can we add our own lesson plans on Kids Loop?
Yes, you can. That's what I was talking about. That we only digitalize not only other contents, but we also digitalize your content. So as soon as we get a curriculum or a lesson plan from a teacher, we can take that lesson plan and digitalize it and utilize into an interactive activity. So yes, we
Great.
do that.
Thank you very much, Zuhair, for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We have another very interesting case study coming up. Stay tuned. And if you want to learn more about the kind of work Zuhair and his team do at Kids Loop, we've shared some links in the description here. So stay tuned and stay in touch. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.